the very, very first step is that we understand that it's a kind of like human behavior. It's very natural that if we don't know something, we are afraid of. So this kind of fear or xenophobia, which might exist, is kind of, it's let's say natural, psychologically natural. But the point is what we make out of it. So it's one thing to say, if we know that we are afraid of, and as a consequence we have prejudice, as a consequence we don't want these kind of refugees, then the first definite thing is that we accept this fear, but that we also have to understand that we have to educate ourselves. That we know, okay, why these refugees came. That it was not their choice. That they don't come to get the jobs. You know, like this kind of all the stuff around the context. The context, the conflict.
The other side, to understand from the other side, to stop having these prejudgments and those stereotypes. We need to break stereotypes and to create a bridge connection between the two parts. It's very important. You know, I believe diversity is richness, and it starts from ourselves. If ever I met a foreign person, I would have even more information about the person that would help me, like not only like in personal level. So it is very important to be open enough. To
we speak about youth that are taking the wrong way and becoming part of fanatic and extremist groups. It is not only the case for people with a different background,
sure,
migrant background, but before mentioning that, we should also mention that the increase in the number of the people that they have joined the extreme right movement in Europe, and we all know what happened during the elections during the last decade. So that is also a threat. So when we speak about you joining an extreme group, it's not only one group that can be identified as an extreme, but there are groups that are even given seats in the parliaments and chance to be part of the decision-making process, or maybe they are decision makers, and they are extreme groups. But because they are the ones that they own the media, then they identify themselves like, you know, a very modern or the so-called conservative, and the others can be an extreme groups. Going back to answer your question, I would say it is a big issue and it is a threat. And unfortunately, people, they do not understand that we suffer from this more than they do suffer. Because if one person from the African diaspora does something bad, we all suffer from it. But if somebody does something bad and he's not from the African diaspora, does not have migration or migrant background, then it's an individual who did so.
Que si on surveillait aussi le flux d'Européens qui allaient vers les autres continents, on se rendrait bien compte qu'ils sont même peut-être plus nombreux, sinon aussi nombreux que le flux des Africains qui viennent donc, au niveau de l'Europe.
Media illusion as well.
C'est les médias qui créent en fait cette illusion de...
C'est aussi cela. Et puis on profite du fait que, bon, comme c'est parfois des jeunes qui viennent nombreux des zones de conflit, c'est comme à l'époque les flux de réfugiés. C'est comme des réfugiés, c'est des gens parfois qui créent qui fuient les zones de conflit. Et quand il y a un conflit quelque part, on ne cherche même pas à savoir là où on va. On est prêt à se jeter à la mer, à traverser la mer, à parcourir le désert, parce que ce n'est pas forcément le désir d'aller en Europe. C'est le besoin de survie, de fuir l'insécurité et la violence dans la zone dans laquelle on est. Voilà. Et les journalistes, les médias, comme vous le dites, ils ne braquent des projecteurs que sur ça, sur ces affluences, et c'est ça qu'on met à la télévision.